High School.
Meanwhile, West Lincoln at Shelby. Playoff football. Hey, Golden Lions ready to go. Already up 15 in the third quarter when quarterback Daryl Montgomery unleashes the bomb to Larry Raper, who does the rest. That's a Shelby Golden Lions touchdown. Later in the third, the Lions find themselves on the 1-yard line. Arsenio Parks.
Arsenio.
I like it. There you go. Handoff. That's another touchdown. Shelby fans, lots to cheer about tonight. West Lincoln. A little. There you see it. Oh, nice. Oh, that's picked off by Eric Armstrong. Shelby win it tonight, 48-22 over West Lincoln.
Number one, they say. Well, we'll see. West Davidson and Newton Conover. Third quarter, 1st and 10. Josh.
12-0 record into tonight's home game against West Henderson, and head coach Chris Norman working on career win number 101 for the Golden Lions. Shelby leading 14-7 when Daryl Montgomery for Shelby launches one. Larry Raper tries to catch it, but he's a heavy price. Look at the defense putting a big hit out. I'm telling you, it's the playoffs. Time to dial it up. The Falcons facing 4th and 4. The fake punt, they get the first down. But Shelby would get the ball back. No damage done. And how about Montgomery? The Chris Spikes, who catches it, also pays heavily, tackled by 3 defenders. But West Henderson now facing another 4th down. Looks like a run. They fake it. It's blocked by Shelby, and Corey Brooks wants it. He wants it for a good reason. He's got a clear lane to the end zone. Shelby goes on to defeat West Henderson 21-7. Couple of the scores from the 2AA East Lincoln winner. They advance, as does top-seeded Pisgah, 47-0 over.
And moving on in the playoffs.
Cricket, how about West Henderson at Shelby? Golden Lions. Only one real highlight in this one when we got there at halftime was 14-7. Shelby was feeling good. Then Corey Brooks blocked the punt from Henderson, and he ran the ball all the way in for the touchdown. Shelby looking good. And so was their defense. Miles Lawrence and Keandre Stevenson took care of business the rest of the game. Some nice hitting there. Shelby won it tonight, 21-7, moving the Lions on to the next round. All right, it's time for a break here on the show. When we come back, we'll see if the dream season for Watauga could continue hosting Greensboro.
That's why.
Stopping by for this special playoff edition of Football Saturday's Game of the Week. I'm David Allen. The Shelby Golden Lions advanced the third round of the state playoffs last week with a win against West Henderson. On Friday night, the Golden Lions hosted East Lincoln.
There's the pile as the Golden Lions come onto the field for this third round matchup with East Lincoln. The day after Thanksgiving, it's been quite a tradition over the years at Shelby High School, and on the first play from scrimmage, Daryl Montgomery airing it out to Preston Roseboro, bobbled it just a bit. You couldn't see it from that angle. He's in for the touchdown. The play covered 58 yards, and with just 19 seconds off the clock, the Golden Lions led it 7-0. Coach Lance Ware's defense go out there to protect the lead. Great catch by Adrian Forney, as he will carry the pile up for a few yards, and that would set up the quarterback, Peyton Brady. Big 6'5" quarterback fires it over the middle to Austin Culp. Culp gets into the end zone, and just like that, we're tied at 7. And Tyler Rabb, the Shelby senior, watching from the sideline, and Daryl Montgomery, his quarterback, taking it around the end. 55 yards on the option play. He's in for the score. Apparently the official didn't like something that Daryl did as he crossed the goal line, throws the flag for unsportsmanlike conduct. Coach Chris Norman coming out to have a word with the white hat. Penalty flags galore in the first half, and again, here's Forney, hard running, gang tackling by the Golden Lions led by Corey Brooks. There's one of the penalty flags. 14 in all called against Shelby in the first half. Look at that hit right there from Daryl Montgomery on Culp, the intended receiver. Montgomery's fired up, and so were the faithful. There's the Shelby High School marching band. They were having a good time on Friday night. Montgomery back to pass, in trouble's going to roll to the near side and fire it up, looking for Travis Little, the tight end. makes a great catch along the sideline, and that would set up Tyler Rabb. This 40-yard field goal gave Shelby a 17-7 lead. Hey, Donna Huey Brooks in the house on Friday night, but Peyton Brady on the quarterback keeper coming to the near side is going to take a shot right there by Tim Gillette. Calvin Brown also on the stop, but Brady would come right back to his favorite target on the night. That's Matt Warren in for the touchdown, and it was 17-14 at the break.
We'll be back with second half highlights and a score from the Burns game right after this.
SNR Auto and Cycle Sales is Shelby's #1 quality pre-owned car and truck center. Washington.
East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Sometimes games are won and lost with halftime adjustments, and boy, did the Shelby defense adjust at halftime. Travis Little, Lanston Tanye on the stop right there. That would set up the Golden Lions on a long touchdown march. Arsenio Parks, the bus, carrying for a couple of yards over the left side, and then Larry Raper's going to take this thing to the right side, use them speed down the sideline. Raper making a couple of moves. They catch him inside the 10, and that would set up Arsenio Parks. He'll bull his way in from a yard out. The touchdown gave Shelby a 24-14 lead, and the Golden Lions defense would come back again. Again, they try to run the football on 3rd and short, and Travis Little is there to stand up. He had Gerald Lell helping as well. And then the Golden Lions would get the turnover. Good pressure by Aaron Smith. He fires it, but Miles Lawrence is there. Coughs up the football on the big hit, but Miles Lawrence is bailed out by Michael McLam as he picks up the football. Shelby would have it, and then the Golden Lions would turn to the ground, attack Larry Raper again. Raper, a couple of big runs on the night, spinning there. He gets it down inside the red zone, and then a few plays later on 4th down and 4, Arsenio Parks from 4 yards out. He's in for the score. That would pretty much close the deal for the Golden Lions. They led it at that point 30-14 if there was any question about it. Quavalis Murray gets to the quarterback along with Lanston Tanye, and Shelby dominates the second half. The Golden Lions win it 30-14 over East Lincoln. Shelby now 14-0 will travel to Canton, Pisgah next Friday night. Pisgah, a 38-23 winner over South Iredell. Up in Lawndale, Northwest Cabarrus rallies in the 4th quarter to beat Burns 37-33. The Bulldogs end the season 10-4.
Thanks for stopping by this half hour for Football Saturday's Game of the Week. Join us next half hour as Alex Caban will have the Week in Review in Espanol. For Football Saturday's Game of the Week, I'm David Allen.
33, the freshman getting it done. All right, let's check the 3A brackets now. North Gaston taking on Carver and second seeded. Could they do it? We'll let you know when we come back. Shelby Golden Lions and see how they keep things rolling. Could they stay undefeated and continue to defend their title? Shelby on the first play from scrimmage. Daryl Montgomery going to work, looking and finding a wide open Preston Roseboro, who goes 58 yards for the touchdown, and it's 7-0 Shelby. The Mustangs, however, play a wild brand of offense. That helped Shelby a little bit off balance. The quarterback, great quarterback name, Peyton Brady to Matt Warren for a 17-yard gain. And then Brady finds Austin Colt for the touchdown. And we're tied at 7-all, but Shelby would roar right back. How about Montgomery? No need to throw. Fakes out the cameraman. By the way, I love Mike Hansen. Does great work out there in Cleveland County. A nice recovery, as you see, as he gets the 54-yard touchdown, putting the Lions back on top, and they go on to win it 30-14 to it.
Golden Lions. Tonight, East Lincoln took their shot. And in playoffs, the Shelby Golden Lions are rolling right along to another berth in the state championships. The Golden Lions haven't really been challenged since the 14-7 win over North Meck in September. Last week, they didn't look as sharp as usual, but they still won by 2 touchdowns tonight. Coach Chris Norman and company look to keep their streak going against East Lincoln. Let's take you out there to the Golden Lions. I love their pregame ritual, Bill. The little pylon there.
Make sure no one gets hurt.
I know. First quarter, Daryl Montgomery fakes the handoff and fakes out a photographer, Drew Hunt. Where is he at, Drew? Oh, there's the pass there to Preston Roseboro for the touchdown. 7-zip Shelby at that point. Next drive, East Lincoln. Peyton Brady, how about that name for quarterback's going to hit Austin Culp with the touchdown there. Ties the game all at 7 apiece. Later on, Montgomery is going to answer for Shelby in a big way. Look at this, possible play of the night. The quarterback keeper, Bill, 65 yards later, he is in the end zone. That kid's got some jets. He's flying. 14-7 Shelby at that point, then East Lincoln. They're going to try to answer. It's that guy again, Peyton Brady. Trying to hit Colt, but Shelby's QB plays on defense as well. That was Montgomery, the QB. There was the hit. Wow. Shelby would add a field goal, 17-7 Golden Lions at this point. East Lincoln tries to answer. Brady hits Matt Warren for a 17-yard touchdown strike. 17-14 Shelby at the half. This is a good one, folks. Let's fast forward to the third. Arsenio Parks stretches the ball for the touchdown. 24-14 Shelby. East Lincoln tries to answer. Brady avoids the sack and looks for Keith Rindelman. But, there's Miles Lawrence there to pick it off. Let's go to the fourth. Same score. Parks is going to take it in for the short TD. That was the nail in the coffin. Shelby wins at 30-14. Coach Chris Norman happy to be moving on.
The thorns get bigger each week as we get closer to that row. So I don't know who will be playing yet, but I'm just feel very fortunate and proud of our kids that we'll be playing next week.
So next week, Shelby will play Pisgah. Wow, the winner plays.
Things are led by a high-powered offense with quarterback Peyton Brady setting the tone. Now tonight, the Golden Lions. Brian Stevenson was at this one and has the story.
The Golden Lions have a lot of traditions. The pile is one, and winning is another. East Lincoln starting to build a program and a tradition of their own. Opening kickoff and a fumble. Shelby does hang on, and then they'll hang 6 on their first play from scrimmage. Preston Roseborough bobbles and takes it. 58 yards for the score, 12 seconds into this one, and it's already 7-0. So, how would East Lincoln respond to an early punch in the gut? By punching back. Peyton Brady led the Mustangs down the field, and guys like Adrian Forty would make great catches. Capped off by the Austin Colt touchdown, 16 plays, 79 yards, and we're knotted at 7. East Lincoln fans showing their love for football Friday night, and we love you too. They wouldn't love this though. Shelby with the big play. Quarterback Daryl Montgomery keeps it and won't be touched. 65 yards for the score. Golden Lions are up 14-7. Shelby would add to that lead on this drive. An amazing catch. That would lead to a 32-yard Tyler Rabb field goal, and it's 17-7 Shelby. East Lincoln would hang tough, and quarterback Peyton Brady would lead the Mustangs down the field and throw for a score, cutting Shelby's lead to 3 at the half.
We told them to keep doing what they're doing. You know, we've been in close games before this year. These kids have played hard all year long. We told them just keep playing with great effort and great pride.
Second half looked like East Lincoln had a spark after this pass. The drive stall. And Shelby took advantage. Larry Raper takes it and makes people miss, even breaks tackles. A huge gain. He's gone down the field for the Golden Lions. That would lead to another score. Shelby now up 24-14. After that drive, East Lincoln not able to get the momentum back, and Shelby would pound the ball and eat up clock. This INT would seal the deal.
We were fortunate second half to be able to control the time possession a little bit and keep the ball away from that great quarterback.
Shelby lives to play another week. Final score in this one, 30-14. It's Shelby. Brian Stevenson for Football Friday night.
Big win for Shelby, but East Lincoln building a great program there. Great season. Peyton Brady, an outstanding quarterback. I got the chance to see him play a couple of times. Really, really neat kid, great kid. And Adrian Forney, too. That team did very, very well and had a great season, so certainly hats off to them for a fantastic season. But Shelby, wow.
Shelby's the team to beat. I mean,
Coach Norman's got them right where they need to be.
All right. Hey, do you want to look like we do on Football Friday night? Competitive Edge Sports, better known as CES, takes care of us.
Thanks for stopping by for this special playoff edition of Football Saturday's Game of the Week. I'm David Allen. The Shelby Golden Lions rolled into the state semifinals on Friday night as they traveled to Pisgah.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry you didn't make it up to Pisgah on Friday night, but believe me, there was about 12 to 15,000 folks that were there and excited to see this one between the state's top-ranked teams in 2AA. The Shelby Golden Lions coming in 14-0. Pisgah coming in 13-0. And early in the ball game, it would be the Black Bears striking right here. Zach James hits Josh Cockrell over the middle on a short pass, but Cockrell has blazing speed, 78 yards. He's in for the touchdown, and look at the sideline, but I'm telling you what's the truth. Pisgah would not go quietly. James back to pass, looking over the middle, finds Jordan Blazer behind the defense. He's in for the touchdown. That tied it at 14. Just a couple of seconds later, they're going to kick a field goal to take the lead at half. Victor Gomez knocks a 31-yarder through there, and Pisgah led it at the break, 17-14.
We'll be back with second half highlights right after this.
Come on in and we'll show you what you can get at Bradley's Screen Printing and Trophies. Trophies, awards, and engraving.
Daryl Montgomery's going to show you
more at Hendrick Appliance, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Shelby needed to make a statement coming out of the locker room for the second half, and here Daryl Montgomery's going to show you how he reaches for the 50-yard line to set up a 4th and 1. The Golden Lions would convert. Then a couple of plays later, Montgomery to Preston Roseboro in stride. He makes a move at the 5-yard line to get in the end zone. In for the touchdown. It's 21-17 in favor of the Golden Lions, and they would not look back. Look at the play right there by Tyler Rapp. Absolutely incredible grab for Rapp. We lose the ball just a little bit, but a beautiful punt all the way down to the 14-yard line. That would give Gomez a chance after a nice drive by Pisgah. Cuts the lead to 21-20, but Daryl Montgomery looking deep over the middle. Don't have a real good shot of it, but just a tremendous catch by Tim Gillette. Set Shelby up in business, and that would lead to Arsenio Parks. 1-yard touchdown plunge. Shelby led it 28-20. Then Travis Little, the sack of James to end it. Shelby wins it 28-20. The Frigicans will play for the state championship next Saturday.
Do it for this half hour's edition of Football Saturday's Game of the Week. Join us next half hour for Alex Caban and the Week in Review in Espanol. For Football Saturday.
Time for a break here on Football Friday Night, but we have a lot more to come, so stay right where you are. At Wake Forest, the Shelby Golden Lions. That's right. They're going for their second straight 2AA state title when they take on Southern Vance. Shelby is a program very rich in tradition with multiple state titles.
Yes, they are, and they have a great chance to add to their history. Let's take a look at their path to the title game. Now the Golden Lions have dominated this season in the regular season and the playoffs. A chance to win the school's 5th state title, which is impressive to say the least. Now Brian Stevenson has a preview of the Shelby Golden Lions and the season that was for this championship hopeful.
It was a well-deserved celebration when Shelby knocked off Pisgah last week to make it back to the state finals.
This is special. It's very special, and you know, everybody involved with the program has done a great job, and I'm just trying to enjoy the ride myself.
But to understand how the Golden Lions got to the state championship game, you need to go back to the beginning.
Vikings quarterback.
The North Met game is probably as close as Shelby came to a loss all season. With 4:14 left to go in the game, they were down 7. A touchdown, followed by a North Met fumble, helped Shelby squeak out the victory. The next week, they torched Burns 34-7 and never looked back. Shelby outscored their opponents this season 519 to 182, averaging 34.6 points per game.
Have we played great every game? No. Have we played great every half? No. We've had some rough spots.
So how did they do it? Let's go inside the numbers to find out. 3,918. That's how many yards the Golden Lions have racked up with their ground attack this year. Fullback Arsenio Parks is responsible for nearly 1,500 of those yards.
We've had a few along the years. He's had the combination that he has of size and speed. But I think part of his is determination. Part of it is he's very intelligent.
This bruiser only averages 7 yards per carry. And if he can see the end zone, forget about it. He leads the team with 19 TDs this year. 40, the number of times Shelby D sacked the opposing quarterback this year. In fact, If you were a quarterback facing the Shelby defense, chances are it wasn't going to be a good night. They also had 21 picks on the year. And that leads us to number 1. That's the number of picks quarterback Daryl Montgomery has thrown this entire season. You heard me correctly. 1 pick in 85 attempts. But Daryl is not one to gloat.
I give all my credit to the linemen. They block well and give me protection, and my receivers just catch the ball, and I never take any credit.
Plant come. Shelby is 15-0, defending state champs, and 1 win away from the word they don't like us to use, repeat. But as they worked on their final game plan this week, Coach Norman continued to echo a consistent message.
Just enjoy the time, savor the moment, leave it on the field. Make sure when you come off that field that you can look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I did my best.
And if all goes well, they can repeat this scene from 1 year ago, Saturday evening. On my way to Winston-Salem, Brian Stevenson for Football Friday Night.
Yeah, the town of Shelby just as excited as their team, and a lot of people, like last week, they thought Independence Butler was really the championship game, and the same goes for Shelby. Playing at Canton Pisgah. Canton Pisgah was ranked number 1 in the state. Yeah. They thought that was the championship game, but I'm sure Coach Norman is not telling his team that you got to finish off the job. And here's how they need to finish off the job. First of all, we talked about Arsenio Parks. Brian did in his story. You got to get that fullback going early. He opens up everything, and when he is gashing the opposing defense, it's trouble for them. Use that Shelby swagger as an advantage. Here's what we're talking about. Shelby, 4 state titles, going up against a team playing in their first title game. Early lead can possibly get in the heads of Southern Vance, who might be a little intimidated.
Absolutely. Now, the Shelby defense, you're going to have to play your best game of the year because Southern Vance, even though they haven't been in this situation, they can spread the ball around in the passing game. So the running backs, they can hit those running backs too. So Lions defense, you better bring your A game, and Coach Norman expects that from his team.
Good luck to the Shelby Golden Lions going for their second 2AA title in a row. Time for a break. When we come back, we'll preview the Charlotte Catholic Cougars and their quest for yet another state title.
Thanks for stopping by for this special state championship edition of Football Saturday on Sunday. I'm David Allen. The Shelby Golden Lions taking on the Southern Vance Raiders on Saturday at Wake Forest Grove Stadium.
The sign said sweet repeat, and if the Golden Lions could win on Saturday afternoon, that's exactly what it would be. First play of the game, the fake in the middle to Arsenio Parks, and Daryl Montgomery is off to the races. 71 yards for the Shelby senior, gets out of a would-be tackle at the 15-yard line. He's in for the score, and the big crowd on hand for Shelby on Saturday getting into it. The Golden Lions led it 7-0, and then early in this football game, the Raiders of Southern Vance would be in trouble. Howard Thompson on a fumble there by Jameer Pugh, but Tyler Rapp's going to hit the crossbar with that attempt. And it would still be 7-0 Shelby, but the Golden Lions would keep coming. Look at Parks take a big hit right there, but Arsenio would stay in the ball game and play well, and so would Montgomery. His second touchdown of the first quarter, this one from 30 yards out. It's 14-0 Shelby, and Montgomery over 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. Pugh back to pass, looking over the middle. Instead, he finds Shelby's Corey Brooks, the most outstanding defensive player of the football game, going to return this one down to about the 38-yard line. But Shelby's coaches, Lance Ware, Aubrey Hollifield looking on. The Golden Lions could not take advantage of a touchdown right there, and instead they take a big hit to the quarterback, Daryl Montgomery. You just saw it at the tail end there before we flew to the football, and here it is in slow motion, helmet-to-helmet contact. Montgomery was knocked out on the play, had to have stitches as he was carried off the field. Howard Thompson in there for Montgomery, and Thompson would carry the football, but he coughs it up right there. Southern Vance was on it, and Vance, that was all the break they would need to get back in this ball game. Although Keandre Stevenson with an interception there for Shelby, trying to keep the Golden Lions in it. And Shelby would lead it 14-0 still, but then Pugh finally is going to get some running room, and he's got tremendous speed down the far sideline. 65 yards for the touchdown. He's in for the score. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. No kicking game to speak of for Southern Vance on Saturday. And then Pugh again, this time to David Person, in for the touchdown. Shelby's lead cut to 2 at the half.
SNR Auto and Cycle Sales is sure
of Frame Masters Gallery. I have some ideas to pass on to you. We can help you keep football memories on display, either in a shadow box with your jersey, pictures, and shoes, or we can frame your favorite football pictures. We're a nationally certified frame shop since 1976 for extraordinary art, gifts, home decor, and custom framing. Frame Masters Gallery, Uptown Shelby. Have you been there?
Big powwow to start the second half between Shelby's team, Doctors, and Q Tucker of the High School Athletic Association. Montgomery cleared the play, but it would be, how about Jameer Pugh to David Person, and it's the first lead of the ball game for Southern Vance at 18-14. But look there's Daryl Montgomery on defense. After the hard hit, he comes in and lays the boom right there. But then how about the boom by the bus? Arsenio Parks gives Shelby the lead again at 21-18, and Larry Raper over 100 yards rushing for Raper, Parks, and Daryl Montgomery on the night. Raper with a nice run there. That would set up the bus again. He was the most outstanding offensive player. He's in from 15 yards out. That touchdown would be the difference as Shelby wins it 27-24 to finish off a 16-0 season, the second straight 2AA title for the Golden Lions as they win it in Winston-Salem.
So that'll do it from Grove Stadium. Shelby wins it 27-24, and that'll do it for this edition of Football Saturday.